Hello students, so today we will study about the space force system. So what is a space force system? The force which act in a space. So how it is? So let's see. So let's consider. So this is the plane. Okay. See, this is a 2D plane. So here the force will act in this 2D plane. It is called as 2D system. Then in the 3D system, what will happen? We are considering only the x and y coordinates in the plane. But in the 3D system, what we are going to do? We are considering all the three axes. Okay. So we are considering all these three axes. So here representation of this x, it is in horizontal direction. Representation of this y-axis, it is in vertical direction, and this z-axis, it is exactly perpendicular to this board. So this is shown like this. So here the force will act in any direction, and they are not a coplanar force. It is called as space force system. So let's consider the different planes in this system. So these are the different planes, and now the force will act in any plane. Let's say this is F1, then this is F2, and some other forces are also acting. This is F3, etc. So if the forces are acting in different planes, then it is called as space force system. So let's take another example of a box. So here this box we will consider, and then we will show the different forces in the system. Okay. So let's consider the origin of the forces are over here, or the origin is over here. So different forces are acting in different planes. Then this type of system, it is called as space force system, where the forces may be concurrent or may not be concurrent. Acting in a different plane, it is called as space force system. So now we will study some basic concept about the space force system. So first of all, we will consider unit vector. Then second one, we will consider position vector, and the third one, it is unit vector along a line. Then fourth one, we will consider the force vector. Then we are considering the equilibrium. Equilibrium in space, and equations or conditions. Then sixth one, conditions of equilibrium. Conditions of equilibrium. This we will study. So first of all, unit vector. So the name itself suggests. So what is the magnitude of this unit vector? So unit vector is having the value of 1, and for what purpose this will be used? So this will be used to show the direction. So this is also called as direction vector, or used for the giving the directions of a force or a line. Okay. So direction of force, it can be represented by using the unit vector. So now we will go for the position vector. So here, what is position vector? So position vector we can find out for any of the line. So let's consider the axis once again. So x, y and z. So here how to find out the position vector? So we will have to consider the unit vector. So for what purpose the unit vectors are used? Unit vectors are used to show the direction. So in the x direction it will be I, then in y direction it will be j, and in z direction it will be k. So these are the unit vector along each direction. So now let's say there is a line A B. There is a line AB, and we want to calculate the position vector for this AB. So let's the coordinate of this B, it will be x, y and z. Then how we are going to calculate the position vector of this line AB? So here what we can do, so we have to, so this is the position vector of the line AB. So here, so we have to find out the position vector of line AB, then it should be equal to next coordinate minus previous coordinate, and we have to give the unit vector. So here x minus 0, as the coordinates of A are 0, 0, 0, means it is the origin. Here it is x minus 0, it is the next coordinate minus previous coordinate I, plus then y minus 0, j, plus z minus 0, k. So this is nothing but the position vector. So it will be xi plus yj plus zk. Okay, so this is the position vector for this RAB. So whatever may be the line, according to that you can calculate the position vector for any of the line. So here the direction is important. So if you are going from A to B, means position vector of AB, then the next coordinate minus the previous coordinate. And if you are going in other direction, means from B to A, if you are going to calculate the position vector of BA, then it will be 0 minus x, 0 minus y, and 0 minus z, k, etc. So like this you can find out the position vector of the any line. So now we will go for the unit vector along the line. So here how to calculate the unit vector for any of this? So unit vector you can calculate by, so here you can see unit f vector. So unit vector you can calculate, it will be position vector divided by magnitude of the position vector. So how we are going to calculate this? So we will see another example. So here, so let's consider there is another member over here. So this is point B and this is point A, and the coordinates are x2, coordinates are x2, y2, z2, x1, y1, z1. Then we have to find out the unit vector for this line AB. So how we are going to find out this? So let's say unit vector of line AB is equal to the position vector of this line AB and divided by the magnitude of this position vector. So here by using this formula we can calculate the unit vector. So next one we will see how to calculate this. So here position vector, first of all we are considering point A first and B second point. So this is previous point and next point. So here next minus previous point or second minus first point. So here the coordinates are x2 minus x1. So this x2 minus x1, again unit vector will be used for the showing the direction. So that is I. Then plus y2 minus y1 j plus z2 minus z1 k. So this is divided by the magnitude of the unit vector. So how we are going to calculate the unit vector value? So by squaring and adding the magnitude of this x2 minus x1, y2 minus y1 and z2 minus z1, and by taking the square root of this. So here we can see x2 minus x1 square plus y2 minus y1 square plus z2 minus z1 square. Okay, so this is how we are going to calculate the unit vector for the line AB. And if suppose you want to calculate the unit vector of BA, then what will be the case? So this will be your first point, this will be your second point. So second minus first coordinate, according to that you have to calculate the unit vector. So you can pause and try and then verify this. So what we do, we will calculate the unit vector for the BA line. So here first of all we will calculate the unit vector of line BA. So to calculate the unit vector of line BA, so it will be again the position vector of BA divided by the magnitude of this position vector. So how we are going to calculate this? So it will be position vector, it will be again A minus B coordinates. So second minus first. So it will be x1 minus x2 I, then plus y1 minus y2 j and plus z1 minus z2 k. Okay, so divided by the magnitude of this, so it will be same, it will be x1 minus x2 square plus y1 minus y2 square plus z1 minus z2 square, and by taking the square root of this. So check whether you are having the correct answer or not. If you have done already the unit vector of BA. So this is how you are going to calculate the unit vector for a given line. Okay. Then force vector. So we will study about the force vector. How it is represented? Force vector. So force vector, it is represented as force, and this is a vector sign. So force vector is equal to the magnitude of the force. Magnitude of the force multiplied by unit vector of that force. Unit vector of that force. So this is how the force vector is represented. So means we have calculated the force vector, we have calculated the unit vector for AB. Okay, so we already calculated the unit vector for AB in a space whose coordinates are x1, y1, z1 and x2, y2, z2. Then what will be the force vector AB? So force vector AB, so how it is represented? Force vector AB is equal to magnitude of this force vector multiplied by unit vector of that line AB. So this is how you can calculate the force vector for any of the line. If there is a force AB is there, then you can calculate the force vector like this. So now equilibrium. So we will see what is equilibrium. So equilibrium means the resultant of a system is zero, means force, resultant force as well as resultant moment is zero. It is called as equilibrium of the system. So in the space also it is applicable. So in the space, how can we can write? So if there is any system, so resultant vector, so it can be divided, or it has the components along x direction, along y direction, and along z direction also. Okay, so this resultant is zero, means the component of resultant in x direction, component of resultant in y direction, and component of resultant in z directions are zero. Okay, so here what is meant by Rx, Ry and Rz? So these are the resultant in each direction. So this Rx means summation of Fx, this Ry is summation of Fy, and Rz it is summation of Fz. Okay, so now we'll see the conditions of equilibrium. So how the equilibrium will be in the space. So first of all, in the 2D or plane, what we are considering, x and y directions only, and in this we have seen the equilibrium equations or conditions of equilibrium, that is summation of Fx is equal to 0 and summation of Fy is equal to 0. But here we can have one more axis, that is z, for the space. So here the conditions of equilibrium are summation of Fx is equal to 0 along x direction if the system is in equilibrium, and then summation of Fy is equal to 0 along the y direction, and summation of Fz is equal to 0. So these three equations we can use in the space force system whenever the system is in equilibrium. Then, so to know about the equilibrium, you can watch the other video which is based on the equilibrium. So here, what are the other conditions of equilibrium? In the 2D, we can take the moment about a point. So here, we can take the moment about axis. So other conditions of equilibrium, summation of moment about x-axis is equal to 0. Then summation of moments about y-axis is equal to 0. And summation of moments about z-axis is equal to 0. So total 6 equilibrium equations or conditions of equilibrium that we can use in the space force system. So these are the conditions of equilibrium. If you have any doubts, you can replay this and watch this video, and if you have any question, so put in comment section. So thank you everyone.